Hello, good morning everyone. So today we shall be learning about demonstratives. Now, what is a demonstrative? A demonstrative is a word that points to a specific person or thing. A word that points to a specific person or thing. Okay? And we have 4 demonstratives in number. Someone might say there are 2, since one is the plural of the other. So the words that we're talking about today are these, THIS, and its plural form, these, THESE. The second pair is that, THAT, and those, THOSE. So those is the plural form of that. Okay? So these words, the first pair including these and these, they show that something, they point at something that is close to us. Okay? These and these. The thing that you are pointing at, the thing or the person that you are pointing at is close to us. However, that and its plural form, those, point at things that are at a further distance from the speaker. Okay? So we say, these are my books, meaning that the books are close to us. They are close to the speaker. But when you say, that is my father, then that means that the father is a little bit further away from the speaker. Okay? Now, the purpose of today's discussion is to distinguish the functions of these words. Okay? Because these words can be used as pronouns and they can also be used as determiners, right? So let's first start with the first function, pronouns. We all know that a pronoun is a word that replaces a noun, okay? By replacing, it means that the function of a pronoun is similar to that of a noun. When it replaces it, it means that the pronoun can function as a subject, it can function as an object, it can function as an object of a preposition. Are we together? If you have any questions up to that point, kindly leave them at the comment section. Okay? Now, pronouns are of different types. We have personal pronouns, we have reflexive pronouns, we have demonstrative pronouns, the ones that we're discussing today. We have reflexive, we have interrogative, we have indefinite, we have relative. There are so many types of pronouns, okay? But we are going to discuss those pronouns in another video, okay? So, the pronouns that we're interested with today are the demonstrative pronouns. And remember, we only have the 4 demonstrative pronouns. These and these to point at something that is close to the speaker, that and those to point at something that is further or far away from the speaker. Okay? So, the key point here is, the key takeaway here for demonstrative pronouns is that you can substitute the demonstrative pronouns, the 4 words, with another pronoun, a proper noun or any other type of a word, of a noun, and it would still make sense as long as the demonstrative pronouns is functioning as a subject in the sentence that you are using. So for example, in a sentence I can say, that is a good PC, or that is a good computer. Okay, so let's try by replacing that with something else. For instance, I can say it is a good computer. It is also a pronoun and I can replace a personal pronoun, but using the test I can confirm that is a what? Is also a demonstrative pronoun, okay? But we can also say that we can also replace that with a proper noun, okay? I can say that Frida is my computer. Okay, that sentence does not carry any grammatical weight, but we are just trying to test whether the sentence is grammatically correct in its grammatical, syntactic nature, which we have confirmed, okay? So the point is, if you want to test whether the 4 words that we have discussed are demonstrative pronouns, you can replace them with proper nouns. You can substitute them with proper nouns or another pronoun, and it would still serve the same function of a subject, an object, or an object of a preposition. Are we together? So an example, I'm going to use examples in a sentence so that, we can get to understand what you're saying, okay? So I'm going to start with this, then the plural form, then that, then its plural form, okay? So I can say, this is a red pen, okay? I can also say that these equipments are interesting to me, okay? Singular and plural, all right? But we can also say that that is my class teacher, okay? And we can also say that in the plural form, that those are my class teachers. So you see, in a simple sentence is made up of a subject and a predicate, okay? Subject and a predicate. So in our sentences, for example, those are my class teachers. Those is the subject, are my class teachers is the predicate, meaning that the sentence is grammatically correct and confirming that that has been used as a word demonstrative pronoun, pointing at the class teachers or whatever it is that we're pointing at. Okay, now let's go to determiners and get to understand or get to distinguish between determiners and pronouns. Now, a determiner is a word that is placed before a noun. Okay, so a determiner precedes a noun. It comes before. Okay, so it's the determiner, a noun, and then the predicate maybe. Okay. So it is placed before a noun to modify it, to give more information about it, information about the location, information about quantity, information about number, information about definiteness or specificity, etc., etc. We have different types of determiners. We have articles, okay, we have quantifiers, okay, and in the case of today, we also have what? Demonstrative determiners. To go back to our words, the four words can also be used as what? Demonstrative determiners. Meaning that the four words can be placed before a noun to modify it, okay? To point at the noun, to give more information about the noun in terms of pointing at the specific word, specific noun, okay? So for instance, we can say this book was written by Charles Dickens, okay? So this book, it's specifying which book, maybe the one that I'm holding in my hands, okay, was written by Charles Dickens, okay? You can also say that these are literature books. These are literature books it's not a good example, okay? I can say that these literature books, okay? So if I say these are literature books, I've used that demonstrative as a pronoun, okay? But if I say these literature books are interesting, okay, these has been used to give more information about literature books which are interesting, okay? Because maybe we have another class of literature books which are not interesting, okay? So what? Demonstrative pronouns, demonstrative determiners. Demonstrative determiners placed before, they precede the noun, they modify. They come before the noun, they give more information about. Demonstrative pronouns, they stand alone. Actually, that is the word that is used to describe them. They stand alone as subjects, okay, in the sense that they are replacing a noun that was previously talked about. I do not know if I have explained this topic elaborately, but I'm hoping that you're going to find this video useful. But please, so once again, if you have any questions about this topic, between how to distinguish between demonstrative determiners and demonstrative pronouns, kindly leave your comments leave your questions in the comment section. My friend is here. Her name is Odette. She teaches Kirundi in our school, and maybe she can wave and say hi. Okay, meet you next time. And if you also have any questions about Kirundi, you can leave them in the comment section and I'll bring her to respond to you. Ciao, ciao. Have a blessed day. I'll meet you tomorrow. Love you.